And we're coming back to you live from this lovely wonderland of recently rained park. I'm Sean.
And I'm Zach.
Wow. Here we are. Once again. We recorded on Thursday.
We did?
We recorded.
That's the thing.
But my phone overheated because it was just laying in the hot grass and in the sun. And it just deleted everything. So, there was a lost episode.
Dude, I want you to know, part of me got home like, is Sean pranking me? It's April Fools. I'm like, so I kept checking YouTube. I'm just like, was this a whole debate the whole time?
Wow, that would have been awesome.
But it wasn't.
No, it was real. It was very real. I was like, the YouTube buddy! Ah! So.
We talked about such great things, too. That people will never know.
Your foot fetish, I think?
No, we talked about your foot fetish
right,
and the Wikipedia of feet.
The foot wiki. The feet wiki? Wiki feet? I can't remember.
I don't know what it was called. And we rated my feet, and that was glorious.
That's
but
true.
the people will never know.
They'll never know the rating. What a bummer. What a bummer.
Okay, though. I mean, like, that keeps people wanting. The less they know, the better.
They're always going to be like, the lost episode.
What did they rate Zach's feet?
Oh, man.
And we came up with a criteria for rating feet. Like, it was a great episode.
We also talked about other things, but I don't really remember what it was.
We remember the stupid stuff. We did talk about other things.
It was your thing.
It was my thing. It's like right there.
Ooh. It was about technology.
It was about how technology can change like culture.
Yes.
And what we lose because of technology.
Yes.
But I mean, that's a lost episode. They'll never know anything.
Who even cares about it?
Yeah, honestly, like, it was kind of a stupid thought anyway, so.
Well, as long as you can accept that fact in your life.
I mean, Sean! Every thought I have is a stupid one.
No, Zach. No. Because sometimes you compliment me.
That's the point.
Ah. But sometimes you insult me.
That's the point.
What does this mean? Does he like me?
Was that subtle?
Man, I'll tell you what though, I am low energy today. And I got that cloud effect going on where I can't stop squinting.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking about that. Like, somehow I feel like it's brighter outside every time there's more clouds.
So what do you want to do about it?
Probably just stay inside. Like I always do.
It was your idea to come here.
I mean, I just...
You missed me. It's okay. Just say it.
All I missed you anything. Shut up. Don't get the wrong idea.
Your stupid perfect hair and your beautiful brown eyes. And your winning personality and just that glorious smile that puts everyone at ease. Everyone wants to be your friend. My goodness. Frickin' Zach.
All those things were true but one, and now I'm deeply offended.
Which one?
That you don't know the color of my eyes.
Let's get a close up here. Let's get a real close up on the. Ooh. I'm gonna color them brown.
It's really hard to like open my eyes.
I'm gonna make that the thumbnail and color them brown.
You know, that's okay. I wouldn't even be mad.
I'll do the clickbait thing where there's tons of red arrows.
You won't believe.
Sean doesn't know his friend Zach really? They've been friends for 30 years and he doesn't even know his friend. Exposed. Canceled.
Just have exposed in bright red letters.
Hashtag cancel Sean. Okay. Whatever.
I expect that to happen.
I will do it. It's fine. I can do that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Just for you and your beautiful brown eyes.
Thanks. You know, they're just so chocolatey. And...
I don't know what to tell you. Well, no, I do know what to tell you. I don't look at people when I talk to them.
Fair enough. Me neither. So
it's okay. And if it helps, I don't know the color of my own eyes.
Yep, those are purple.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
All right.
So Sean,
Yeah.
now that we've rambled,
Yeah.
tell me your deepest thoughts and desires.
Man, we're barely at 7 minutes.
Oh,
we
have 3 whole minutes.
We have 3 whole minutes where we could, okay, whatever. Anyways.
I don't want to talk about anything today,
Yeah,
anyways,
I
so
know.
it's fine.
I came up with a thought.
Oh no!
Because you took a while to get here, so I had.
Okay, look, I'm sorry.
Oh,
the
well, it's
road
okay.
was closed. It had a cone in the middle of it.
I was racking my brain. Just one cone.
Well, there was also the tractor. It was one cone though. I could have fit through, but I don't want to be a dick and be like. So I went around, like, look,
Oh,
good
man,
boy.
you should just, do it in your.
I should have been assertive. You're
Yeah.
right.
Exactly. It's not being rude. It's just telling the world what you think about everyone else, and that is that they are less than you.
I mean, the truth hurts. So.
So yeah, I figured out something to talk about. This is really exciting for me because I had nothing.
Have you been thinking of it for minutes now?
For minutes.
Whew!
But actually, this came from General Conference, which I listened to, surprisingly. And a lot of times people in General Conference, they'll talk about like the need to listen to the Spirit and stuff like that. And that's not necessarily where I want to go with this. But what it made me think of was silence and like how important it is just in a person's life, and also like how that's almost become like the opposite. Okay, let me break it down like this.
I think I know where you're going, but go ahead.
I've been thinking about this for minutes now. So obviously, I think we've discussed this a lot on the show, is just like the idea of like being afraid of your own thoughts. Just like laying in bed at night, wide awake, unable to stop thinking.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And I compare that, and this actually goes back into the last episode and what we talked about there, but like I compare that to like what they say at General Conference, which is the need for silence, the need to think, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to get your thoughts on thoughts, like the need for thinking versus like the fear of thinking.
So I think this is. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I listened to this as well.
Oh wow! Look at you.
One of the one talks I listened to.
Don't want to brag, but I'm a good person.
Oh, I got a good boy point. Hey, you'll kill somebody now.
It all balances out, baby.
This is the one talk.
Okay.
So, I feel like just in the world today, it's really easy to just get distracted by everything around us.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, I feel like my thought was like, I feel like I'm kind of like the exception. I feel like I'm in my own head a lot, and I feel like a lot more than most people. And so I feel like in that case, it's like it was like telling people that like, really have that hard time to like sit down, have times to themselves, and really think about what matters and stuff like that. Like I feel like that's what it was for, because I feel like silence, it is that like a double-edged sword, where I feel like it's good, but too much of it is almost bad, and that's when you start like overthinking,
right? And
it can go downhill. No, that's my initial thought. But.
Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. Wow, I had a thought, and so I'll just move on to something else.
We're moving right along.
So what this made me think of is the song "Car Radio" by 21 Pilots. I don't know if you know that one.
I don't know if I've heard this one.
But it's not one that plays on the radio. So
Then I
there's
probably
that.
haven't heard it. So,
But the basic premise of the song is, and like link in the description, I guess. One of like the most popular bands. Whatever, it's fine.
If we plug them now, they might plug us later.
Oh, it's a good point. Like, just want to give a big shout out to Spicy Nuggs and Smash Bros for shouting us out in their episode 4.23. Whatever. So the premise of the song is it's very much like rap or like kind of like almost poetry. The way he's like, he's not singing, but like, you know what I mean. He's like rapping, and he's talking about how he first explains somebody stole his car radio, and so now he just has to sit in silence when he's driving.
Okay.
And then he says, and this is like one of the best phrases, sometimes quiet is violent. And then he talks about like some of the difficult thoughts he's dealing with, and I think the peak of like the lyrics of the song, at least, there's a lot of like kind of EDM, like that kind of thing happened that later on, but like he's not singing in that. So the peak of like the lyrics, he talks about, he's pleading with the audience, and he says, I wish I could just bring it to my mind. Think to be alive, and I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. Yes, okay, so he says, in life we get to choose between faith and sleep. And oftentimes in 21 Pilots, if they're referring to sleep, they're probably referring to death. Just because he struggled with a lot of suicidal thoughts. So that's a lot of his music. And so he says, you choose between faith and sleep. And then he breaks it down. He says, faith is to be awake. So the opposite of sleep, obviously. And awake is to be alive. And to be alive is to think. And so then he pleads with everyone, you need to try to think. And then in the very next line, he says that he's sad once again. It's the part that repeats where he says, somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. And so he talks about feeling trapped, but at the same time he's pleading with everyone, you need to try to think. So, I don't know, what do you think of that?
What the? It's funny because I don't know what happened to my stations that I had in my car, but all of them are just static now.
Oh, fun.
And so I actually just don't have the radio on anymore. No, but oh man. I don't know why I'm so caught up on you need to try to think.
Mm-hmm.
Because I almost feel like I feel like you don't stop thinking. I almost feel like you need to it's like trying to change what you're thinking about almost.
I like that a lot. Keep going though.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I feel like when I hear you need to try to think, it's like you need to try to think about like, for me like I don't know like I just imagine those times where like I don't know like it's like 3 a.m. you can't sleep right or whatever, but like I feel like that's almost what I always go to like. I always ask myself, like, what do I think is important? What's important to me? Or, like, one thing I've been thinking about...
Wow. Some of our best.
Okay. I think that might be good.
Okay. So thinking... What is happening today?
That was beautiful. You know, we haven't had background noise in a while.
Not to that degree, definitely not.
We're going for round 2. Well, you know, my whole train of thought's gone now. I have no idea what I was saying before.
That's okay, I can take it. So here's something I've observed and still observe in my life. When I'm in my deepest, darkest moods, my instant the instant thing that I try to do is to change the thoughts, but I think not in the way you're talking about. I just try to find any distraction, which usually ends up just being YouTube. And then it becomes the mindless scrolling and just clicking on video after video. And at the end of it, you're up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, just like sleepy eyed, barely awake, still hating yourself. You know what, you know what I mean? And so like, I don't think, YouTube is in and of itself bad, because it's just a thing. But like, using it, it's the technology controlling you versus you controlling it,
Yep.
So using it as just a pure distraction from those thoughts, that's what I always think of when he talks about trying to think. It's because that's the opposite of trying to think in my mind. That's avoiding it at all costs. So that's what I usually think of. But I don't know.
See, so it's like the idea came to mind of like the tool's not evil, is how you use it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like the same thing can be applied to thoughts. Like you have the choice of how you react to like the thoughts you might have, and like it's like when it's like way back, I think it was like the first semester, I was ranting to you about my Japanese class. I'm like, holy crap, this class is kicking my butt. And I think I told you I like absolutely bombed this quiz. Like it was atrocious. And at that point I had like the two options. I was just like, well, screw, like I can't do this, right? Or you use it as a step forward. And I feel like you can do the same thing with thoughts, and it's just about how you react to your thoughts of what matters.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And to say like, I want to clarify, like, it's not an easy thing.
Oh yeah,
by any
no,
means.
it's
like,
not. What are you guys doing, idiots?
It's like when you're mad and someone tells you just don't be mad, right? It makes it worse. But
well, and I think that's a lot of what it comes down to. It is the reaction. It's, are you going to spend 5 hours scrolling mindlessly through YouTube and end the night like just dead inside, or are you going to take that emotion and you're going to like do something that actually calms you down? Are you going to, for me, go play the guitar? Are you going to go talk to someone about it? Are you going to, I don't know, do something productive? Because like a lot of the times, obviously, when you're in those moods, you don't want to do something productive. Why would you? You're feeling down. You feel like you're going to not do well at things. You're hating yourself or whatever. But like, maybe all the more reason to just push past that. And even if whatever you do, whatever you create, if you're creating something, even if it's not your best work or like it's just terrible, like at least you've done something with your time.
I also feel like once you have like gotten past that and you actually did something, I feel like it feels so much more rewarding than if you just did it on a normal day. And I don't know, I just feel like it's really weird, 'cause I feel like a lot of the time negative like energy or negative emotions can actually lead to a lot of good.
Yeah.
And to say that is always like, you never want to like seek out negativity, but negativity is like always a chance to grow. I feel like that's how I view it. Whoa. Dude, we're just having all sorts of stuff today. We got some birds, we got some screaming.
Just some domestic abuse in the background, like
some ominous thunder.
But yeah, no, I really like that. I think I also want to say though, is the concept of doing something productive, that's a very relative term, you know?
Oh yeah.
And I think really anything that is healthy and is a way to let you release that emotion can be good. I think stewing on it for 5 hours on YouTube usually isn't good for me, and that's not a healthy way to deal with that emotion. Whereas I think even if someone is just like, they just need a cry, like it's not bad if you just need to cry. You know what I mean? Or you just need to like go outside and like yell, and you're not like attacking anyone. You're not like hurting yourself in any way. You just need to like get emotion out. You need to like exercise and just move. Like, it's not bad to just express emotion. That's something I've been thinking about as well. But
I actually really like that thought, because I think it was to Clay I told this to. Someone was having a really bad day, and like they were just kind of ranting to me about it. I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just have to like accept those feelings until you're ready to be happy again, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't feel like it's like you shouldn't feel bad about feeling sad or something, right? Like, it's all natural things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just happens, but you'll get over it, you'll get past it, and it'll be great.
It's all temporary. Happiness and sadness and mad and all of it it's a moment, and like you're gonna feel it, whatever it is at the moment, and you can feel it, and it's not bad that you're feeling that. Just find a way to express it and let it out, whatever that emotion is, in a healthy way, and you're all good, I guess.
What a touching little
Holy
we
crap.
had here today, Sean.
Where's the kid screaming again?
that would really tie it all together.
It really would. You want to? Hello? You want to do it for us?
Before I went through puberty, I could have had a beautiful blood curl. Anna will attest to that one, but I can't do it anymore. So.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Truly, I am as well.
And if you are sorry for Zach's loss, go ahead and go to that merch store and buy some merch.
Check out the link in the description. Don't forget to comment and like the video.
Mm-hmm. And give Zach a big old kiss.
And rate my feet.
Zach is right, Zach is always right, Sean is wrong, always very wrong.
Sean is right, Sean is always right, Zach is wrong, Zach is very wrong. Root doot 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 doot.
Is wet. Yeah.
How dare you?
The grass is wet. I peed everywhere. Uncontrollably.
Dude, I hate it when that happens.
I just got here and I'd been holding it for 3 days.
Those are some weak numbers, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously I've just been a little out of practice. What's your highest?
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but it's like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
All right, that's decent.
Decent? You just said 3 days.
I said I'm out of practice. It's been a while since I've been holding my pee.
3 days. What the?
So how are you, man?
How dare you ask me such a question? I'll never do that again.
Sorry, sir.
I'm doing good.
That's good.
We have like, what, 3 weeks left in the semester?
Man, you just ruined everything I had to talk about. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's what I was really hoping to do. So, problem solved.
Yeah, something like that. 3 weeks.
It's crazy.
Might pee again. That's how excited I am.
I might go for a new record.
You're gonna hold it in?
Yeah, until the
How
end of
about
the
this?
semester.
I'll pee and you hold it in. And
For 3 weeks?
Yeah.
We'll compare.
I'll pee nonstop for 3 weeks. And you